Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noah's in the gospel broad, living up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's word to be edifying. It says Epstein's niece exposes all from Bill Clinton, the code of Baal, exclusive with Anya Wick. I was watching through some of this, and I was kind of on the fence about it because I'm like, well, none of this information is credible. She just basically said it's all, I won't say speculative, but, she basically went off memory, but she have no really outstanding facts to prove her point. But when you listen to the authenticity of her story, at first it seems like, this could be some made up bullshit, a woman looking for clout. But when she started breaking down certain things, I'm like, well, yeah, it makes a lot of sense because this is how these elites operate, Makes sense that what she's saying is on point. And her claiming to be the niece of Epstein and how she was put through particular rituals and how she was drugged as a kid and going into the Illuminati. On how these elites masquerade themselves as being the illuminated ones, but they're really dark, the cabal. Now, she made an excellent point, which proves the point we've been saying. She said the real Illuminati, and she mentioned some names that were off. She said like Alex Jones and shit like that, but she meant because they have the insight as to what's going on with these demons, And she mentioned like the ones that was enlightening, meaning the men of the Lord. Like we are the real Illuminati because illuminated ones just goes into enlightened ones. That's all it means. But that term has been thrown around so negatively because of the rulers that's in power. All right, the men that's in rulership, which is the elites. Okay, starting with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. You get the drift. So, she was going into Walt Disney. All right, and how the Minnie and Mickey Mouse was pretty much a conjured up term based on things. I believe that, I won't say her, but based on like the children of Walt Disney or something like that. But regardless of it, she's exposed a lot of the New World Order. And you elites, man, Esau was going down. He's being exposed, man, to say the least. This devil is being exposed. And I mean, the scriptures goes into how his own counsel should cast him down. So with that being said, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is moving in the earth, man, and these devils are being found out. She mentioned how like men like Diddy and R. Kelly and men like that wasn't born into it. Oftentimes they're scapegoats, they're fall guys because, they're not small hats, and you got to be born into that lifestyle in order to have some type of immunity for it. This is why the DOJ was basically saying that, well, we can't really prosecute these people because, how are we going to do it? Well, the problem is they're protected. All the blackmail shit that came out on Trump, that don't mean nothing at the end of the day, all right? At the end of the day, these men can operate above the law because of essentially, the allegiance they pledge to, which is Satan, all right? So, also, we have been speaking on it when we was going into the whole Diddy shit. People like Diddy this, Diddy that. I said Diddy is a fall guy. I said it's Esau that put Diddy up to the shit that he was doing. So I said, yeah, Diddy is a devil, he's a demon, but Diddy ain't the worst, all right? You got motherfuckers that, what the hell you think he learned it from? You got men like Quincy Jones, you got LL Cool J, you got Denzel Washington. These are all Black Boule members, man. Who the hell you think they learned this witchcraft from? They learned it from the elites, man. But that was put out there to distract you Negroes because they needed a face to crucify, which was Diddy. Which Diddy, he ain't innocent. He's a demon. But these niggas make Diddy look like fucking Chucky off the Rugrats, man. A mischievous little boy. Okay, so I'm gonna play a couple minutes of this video. Salaki is not gonna be that long. I'm actually heading to the plantation, so I wanted to kind of go into this a little bit, but the spirit just kind of had me to not do that. But we're gonna speak on it a little bit here because this video was sent to me 2 days ago, and I believe that Elder Malcolm went into it as well. So I didn't watch his video, but I know that it's gonna be in tandem on lines of what I'm speaking on because the scriptures say we all be together in the same mind, same body. We speak the same thing. And Elder Malcolm is known for exposing these rats for what they are. And you know what? We follow suit because, hey, we're doing the same work. So without further delay, here we go.
If you're looking to learn how to trade, a community is very important. And I've joined previous communities, and teaching wasn't one of their strong points. So I was left with guessing. Trade with the Pros definitely goes down to the basics so that you can understand the process of trading. I don't have to guess. I can access recordings if I miss a lab. I can also do one-on-ones with the accountability
Oh
coach.
shit! Oh my bad. It's lucky. I thought there was a video.
And power and pressure to conform is excellent as a tool for silencing people. They told me that we belonged to the cult of Baal. B-A.
Right, now when you look up Baal, you got different levels of Baal, okay? You got lands, you got men that was named after certain aspects. You had Baal Peor, you have and Baal just is like a generic term for Lord or King, right? But you had men that worship Molech, okay, that were considered worshipers of Baal, or you know, men that worship Satan. Like you got what they call Beelzebub, which is essentially the Lord of the Flies, man. Okay, so you got a lot of entities that come under different titles, whatever, but nonetheless, it's all still Satanist. It's still devil worship, if it make any sense, man. So Baal is just like a generic term that they use, but it goes a little deeper than that. Which deity are they pledging allegiance to? In this case, you got what they call the Baphomet, okay, which is basically an androgynous demon, which is a goat. Got a goat head, and he has the male genitalia and female genitalia. It's basically androgynous, man. You know, and they worship this deity called the Baphomet, man. All right, and the Masons worship him. You know, and that's basically Lucifer, Satan. Well, I won't say Lucifer because Lucifer just means light. But and that's the spirit of it's a vehicle in front of me that got the license plates Heller. And y'all know that devil Jerry Heller that was in league with Eazy-E. I believe he had Easy Sacrifice, but you know, whatever with that. But he was part of it. But anyway, you had Baphomet, which, you know, that's pretty much the god over the music industry. All right, and then you got Molech, you got Pan, okay, you got different deities out there that go by different titles and different names. I don't remember all of them, so don't ask, well, which this and that. I don't know, research it, so many. But it's all Satan at the end of the day, man. They all pledge their allegiance to the devil. Just like the Most High have his righteous angel, you got minions on the left-hand side that these demons bow down and worship, all right? So, and I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this because I know I'm not gonna get halfway through it. So Salaki if I cut it short, because I'm literally getting ready to pull up. But I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this to kind of get the meat off of it. So this is gonna be a 2-part lesson. So just bear with me and be patient. Go as well.
Apostrophe A-L. They told me this with consistency while I was being abused. Now, what you can look up about the cult of Baal, information that is publicly available, is that it is thousands of years old. It is a Phoenician satanic fertility
It's a Phoenician deity, and a lot of those Canaanites worship that too.
cult. And publicly, it's supposed to have been eradicated. But to my knowledge and my experience, it is not. This is what people perceive the Illuminati to be. It is a group of elites that practices forced and uses these crimes to control people. They happen to have a huge reach over politics and entertainment. My great-grandfather, according to my father, was Walt Disney. Before he moved to the United States, his name was Artur Bick. Arturbicke. And his twin sister, who he had children with, who I am descended from, was named Minnie.
Okay, so there it goes. So his twin sister, so he has kids, so basically incest. See, these devils are fucking disgusting, man. This is why I believe in what she say for the most part. People say, well, you can't clarify what she's saying. I mean, yeah, you can't, but regardless of it, but nonetheless, what she's saying is on point. Because we know the history behind this.
That's where we get Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Arturbicke. And his twin sister, who he had children with, who I am descended from, was named Minnie. That's where we get Mickey and Minnie Mouse. It's very cute, right? Except for when you consider the abuse that I suspect is still happening to children who go into the entertainment industry, children who are born into it. My father was abused by his parents, and I was raised going to these giant...
Right, so let me, I got to end it real quick, but let me bring out a couple of precepts real quick. I don't want to do the lesson without bringing up precepts, but it's definitely going to be a part 2, so stay tuned. I'm going to try to put it out in a couple hours, hopefully before the end of the day. Just depends on the workload today, so Salakia. But this is the book of Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and that work evil upon their beds. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Yeah, the elites got the power to do these rituals and magic, man, and they cause people to fall. Okay, this is what the elites do. And we've been telling you people time and time again that these elites, man, they ain't nothing but a bunch of damn devils. Music industry, entertainment industry, porn industry, all these industries are predicated on what these elites finance behind the curtain, man. And they set up puppets like Diddy, Denzel, you know, all these lower level luminaries, man. Okay, to make you people believe that, oh, Jakes can make it, Michael Jordan, all these men. Okay, you can't operate in this system without selling your soul to Satan. It says they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so that they oppress a man in his household, even a man in his heritage, man. All right, and that's what they did to our people. Jake has totally been exploited here in America, you know, and it gets worse. Okay, like I said, there will be a part 2. More precepts will come, because I definitely want to do a thorough intake on this video. This video is pretty entertaining. Well, I won't say entertaining. It's pretty deep. And it's over an hour. It's over an hour long. I want to say it's roughly like an hour and a half, mainly. This is the book of Isaiah 29, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and that works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Yeah. They, you know, they hide in the dark behind closed curtains, like the presidents and shit. Those are puppet. Those are front men, man. Them ain't real men that's calling shots. Trump ain't calling no goddamn shots, bro. All right, he's a puppet. And it says, who seeth us and who knoweth us. But now they're being exposed. They're being called out by name, you know, and they're being, the skirt is being lifted up. Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. It says, for should the work of him that made it say he made me not? Or should a thing framed of him that framed it, he have no understanding? So you devils are cooked, all right? But anyway, stay tuned for part 3. Yahweh Shem Hawashai Brakatah. Shalom.